Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews, I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing the cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews, I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 But you ain't even flexing.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by.
Hi Dolls, it's me Tay, and I'm back to do a new body review, and this time we are going to look at Ebody. Yes, Ebody, and we are going to look at two different bodies. We're going to look at the newest body, the Ebody Reborn, which everybody has been talking about and raving about. And we're going to look at the curves on that body and all the add-ons, including the notorious juicy boobs. Yes, we're now going to finally look at the juicy boobs and see how they compare to the smash boobs and the natural lift boobs and the squeeze boobs and any other boob add-on that's out there. And we're also going to look at the free version of the Ebody, which is the Ebody Classic and the Ebody Curvy. And Simplicity is not with me today, but I do have my cousin over here, Kia, and she is going to show off her body because she is wearing the Ebody Classic. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, I am wearing the Ebody Reborn, and that's the newest of Ebody's bodies. And I will tell you up front, this is absolutely one of my favorite bodies here in Second Life. Now, I know what you're saying. Tay, you always wear the Maitreya. And yes, I do always wear the Maitreya. And that's because I do like the body. I've learned to build in curves, and I've shared some of my secrets here on my channel. But I also like it because it has a natural look to it. I do like to go for natural on my avatars when I create them. So Maitreya gives me that, and it also gives me the fashion I want. Now, just because I like the Maitreya doesn't mean I don't like curves. So when I try on and wear clothes that I want to show off curves in, I have other bodies. And as I said, I have Cupra and now Ebody Reborn, and I also will do a video on Legacy. Now, of all my curvy bodies, my favorite body, hands down, as I said earlier, is the Ebody Reborn. It has beautiful curves and a natural curvy shape. And to me, if you don't want to go full out with a Cupra curvy shape, the Ebody Reborn gives you the opportunity to do something in between. So you have a slimmed down look, as you see on my avatar, but you can also make the curves a little more dangerous and a little more full, and that I do like about the Ebody Reborn. So, Dals, let's get into reviewing this body. There are many great aspects of this body, but there are a few things and a few tips that I'm going to give you. So, if you decide to move on from your starter body, a Ebody classic like the one I'm getting ready to show you, and or the Lucy Athena body, and move to the Ebody Reborn, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. So let's jump into the body review. We're going to start with the free body, which is the Ebody classic, and then we are going to move into Reborn. So Dals, my cousin came into town and visited, so I decided to pull her in to my demonstration. Yes, she wears the Ebody classic body, but she also has the curvy. So we're going to look at that. Before we start, let's just look at the HUD. One thing you'll notice right away with the Ebody classic HUD is that it does have all the features, but some are only available with the full version. So you are going to get a limited HUD here, but you'll be able to do some basic things. You'll have some basic feet options. You'll have some basic appliers. You'll have some basic alphas, but you won't have, again, a full HUD. So things that you get used to or are used to with even the Lucy body, you won't have on this body. For example, nails. The Lucy body gives you nails, but the nails on this body are only available with the updated or upgraded HUD. Now, when I say the updated or the full version, this is the free body. So when you go to Ebody, I believe you pay one linden for this body, and I can't remember. I do believe they refund the linden, but if they don't, it's one linden, so it's almost a free body from Ebody. And so when they say the full version, they do have this Ebody classic mesh body in a full version that you pay for, and you will get all of these features with that. One of the things I don't like about this is you can't get the hand poses, so your hands kind of pretty much stay in one pose the whole time, and it's nice to be able to shape your hands, especially if you do photography or dancing, and adjust your hands to flow with how the body would be moving. Again, this is a pretty basic body, so you won't get a lot of the breast enhancements that you will see on other bodies. You won't get large, lifted, smaller, anything like that. Everything you do to this body, you're going to do with the adjusters and the sliders, and we'll go through that shortly. You can purchase enhancers or deformers for this body if you want to add more curves and make it a little bit curvier, or you can just go with the Ebody curvy. You will need a Bakes on Mesh relay for this body. It's similar to the Bakes on Mesh relay you get with the Lucy Athena body. It just helps you apply a full Bakes on Mesh skin. So now that we have the HUD out the way, let's look at what the body looks like as we adjust it. Okay, fair is fair. I always like to show you what your free body will look like in a bikini, because I know sometimes people want to be sexy in Second Life. So we are going to adjust this body in two ways. First, I'm going to put on the Ebody Curvy, which is the other free body you can get, and that body aligns more with the figure you will get with Kukra. I would say the classic is in line with Maitreya. So I'm going to put that Ebody Curvy on. You can already see my avatar's butt and thighs get much larger, and you can begin to shape the body out using this curvy free body if this is the look you want to go with. So I'm going to just grab my adjusters, and we are just going to adjust this body and see how dangerous we can get these curves to go.
Fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved. But you ain't even flexing, and you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing the cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move, body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved. But you ain't even flexing. 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 But you ain't even flexing.
So you can see from that short demo, you can get pretty full curves with the free bodies, the Ebody Classic and the Ebody Curvy. Now, the one thing you're going to have to remember as a tip, if you decide to get this body for your alt or just a friend is starting and you suggest this body, this is one of the harder bodies to find clothing for. Ebody Classic clothing is pretty rare. It is older clothing that you will have to get, and it often is very old clothing. So again, hard to find. I can find Ebody curvy clothing more than I can find Ebody classic clothing. So you will not be able to take advantage of a lot of free gifts or gift walls because they just will not have the clothing for the Ebody Classic. You may do better with Ebody Curvy. Shoes can be a challenge with this body as well, but I've learned that slink shoes, if you do have them, will work with this body. It's a good catch-all shoe, and it pretty much fits most of the bodies out there. So if you have a hard time finding shoes for the Ebody Classic, Ebody Curvy, and you will see even Reborn, then grab a pair of slink shoes. They will work just as well. Okay, dolls, that is my review of the free Ebodies. Let's go to the review you guys have been waiting for, and that is the review of the Ebody Reborn. So say goodbye to Kia, and we are going to head off and do the Ebody review.
Fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet. But you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move, body giving sin.
Okay, dolls, here we are with the Ebody Reborn. And again, I will emphasize this. This is one of actually my favorite bodies in Second Life. I love the curves on the Ebody Reborn. I love how it has a more natural look versus a BBL look. Again, that's why I do love the Ebody Reborn. The HUD is pretty simple. You do not have any of the kind of lift options, just basic body accessories. And then you have bomb clothing parts, different neck scalers. I do like the Genesis Beta neck. It removes that line across your neck when you wear a Genesis head. As you all know, I do have a few Leluca heads, but I still am stuck on the Genesis. I am hearing through some other vloggers that Genesis is coming out with a new upgraded head, so I'm sticking around and holding out for that. But other than that, I like the shape of my current head, so this body helps me have a nice transition with skins for my Genesis head. You also have glosses and in color palettes. Next, you have poses, which are your hand poses and your feet poses and your animations, which is really nice. Again, those poses are not available on the free body, so it's nice to see them here with the Reborn. In addition to poses, you have nails. I actually love the nails on this body. I love how they have a kind of gloss to them and the different shapes and sizes, from the flat nails to the stiletto nails. So the nails are a really, really good feature on this body. Now, of course, with this body, you do have the alpha system. This is similar to the alpha system that you saw on the freebie body, but you do have the option to do small sections or large sections. The one thing I would say I don't like about the alpha system is it does not give you an option to hide parts of the feet. One of the difficulties I have with the Ebody Reborn is finding a shoe that fits it. They are starting to create e-body shoes, but if you can see the shoe that I have on now, it is a slink shoe. Like I said, slink is a shoe that you can get and wear with this body. If, however, you had the ability to alpha out the feet, if you were wearing a boot, you could just alpha out the feet and you could wear a Maitreya shoe or a Maitreya boot with this body. So the alpha of the foot would have been really nice to have. Now that we've gone through the HUD, let's look at what makes the Ebody Reborn juicy. So we are going to look at the add-ons, which are the juicy boobs and the juicy rolls. The juicy boobs again give a push-up effect to your avatar, and it can be worn with dresses and shirts, and just to give a little bit more a sexy or effect to your cleavage. The juicy rolls are worn on the stomach to give your avatar a little bit of a more rounded feminine shape. I am going to take a little time and put on the juicy boobs now so you can see what they look like. Now, just like with the Cupra Squeeze boobs or the Dominion Smash boobs, the Juicy boobs comes with a top that you can wear. I couldn't get the top to work, but it may be because I had on a Bakes on Mesh bra and panty set. I am going to also throw on the Juicy rolls. Now, for any of you that are buying the Juicy boobs or the Juicy rolls, I would suggest that you get the overlays to go with these add-ons. Velour has a great set of overlays that you can put on your avatar, and the shadowing just helps the features pop out a little more. So you can see I have on the Juicy rolls, my stomach changed a little bit, and then I have on the Juicy boob shadowing. If you don't like it at Velour, there are other designers. I've showed Seduction on here. Those are another set of creators that create enhancements for your boobs and your rolls. Now I'm gonna try on a couple of outfits here so you can see how these juicy boobs look in clothing. So now that you've seen the juicy boobs and clothes, let's go to putting some curves on this Reborn. And again, the Ebody Reborn is great because you can expand it and get as dangerous with the curves as you can possibly imagine. So I'm going to just blow out our curves a little bit so you can see how dangerous you can get with this body.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews, I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews, I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you know improved.
As you can see, you can get pretty curvy with the Ebody Reborn, which again is why I love this body.
But you ain't even flexing.
Okay, dolls, I hope you enjoyed my review of Ebody's bodies, their free, classic, and curvy body, and also the Ebody Reborn. Again, I love this body. In Second Life, this is one of my favorite aside from the Maitreya. The reason, again, is because it has a natural look plus curves. It doesn't look like it has that BBL look that Cooper has, but it does give you the flexibility that Cooper has to go a little larger. And if you get the juicy rolls, it'll really look like you had a BBL because it will look like you had your stomach done as well as your backside. Now, I will warn you, this is a new body, so that means it is not in all stores, but it is quickly gaining a popularity. So a lot of the stores that when it first came out and I first bought it about a year or so ago did not have Ebody items. They now have Ebody items, so you can pretty much go to some of your favorite stores and find item. Now, the body itself is 3,500 lindens, which is pretty expensive, and each of the add-ons has an additional cost, so you can get to about 5,000 pretty quickly on this body. So if you're ready to make that investment, I would go ahead and make that investment into this body. The only, like I said, little thing that I can complain about is the Ebody Reborn. You do have a little trouble with shoes, but I've been able to use slink shoes here and there and get something that's passable. Now, they do have glitches and things like that, but for the shoes that I like to wear, it will work, especially if I'm wearing them with jeans or something like that. So I do take advantage of using my slink shoes. So as you delete other bodies out of your res items, try not to delete the slink shoes. They do come in handy. Now, for you dolls that are like me, that like to wear the Maitreya body, and like some of the Maitreya stores, well, the stores that carry Maitreya only clothes, I've started seeing Maitreya and Ebody clothes together. I think it's because the body has some of the same silhouettes as the designers like in those stores. So you can see in some stores where it only had maybe Maitreya and Legacy, you can start seeing Reborn being added to those stores. And in some of those stores that I look for that have Cooper clothes, I have trouble finding Maitreya clothes sometimes. So again, if I want to wear an evening gown for the store, a breakfast conversation that focuses on Cupra and Legacy and the curvier bodies, I can just use my Reborn and will have the opportunity to buy from that creator. Whereas before with Maitreya, I wouldn't be able to wear any of those clothes. So if you want to get another body, this is a great body to add to your big girl body collection. For you ladies that wear Cupra and or have a starter body of Legacy, this is a great body to add to your collection because, again, it is considered a big girl body. So where you find Cupra clothes, you can also find Ebody Reborn clothes. And in some cases, in stores where you can't find Cupra, you may be able to find Reborn, so you can use your Reborn body to wear those clothes. So dolls, that's all for me. I am going to head out and get in world for a little play. I am actually replanning a trip overseas. This time I'm going to go straight to France. I wanted to do Belgium, but that sim closed. So now I am going to do France. So hopefully I can get some video footage and get this going and let you see a trip to France. In the meanwhile, as we close out, I am just going to add some of my favorite Ebody Reborn stores. Again, there are events for Ebody Reborn. We have the Ebody event that sells clothes specifically for the body, so you can go to there. But I added a few stores, and I tried to add some stores that maybe had shoes as well. That's it, dolls. I hope you enjoyed this video, and to all my new dolls and subscribers, welcome to my doll house. I hope you enjoy these videos, and I hope you get a lot of information for moving and purchasing items in world. So as always with these videos, I'm going to leave you with some shopping and music as I pop around some of my favorite stores for the Ebody.
Look, why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so down? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so down? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? I need a meal like you. I need just some friends and some jewelry. I'm trying to get like you. Sign me a deal like you. Foreign my whip like you. Give me a I'm trying to be lit like you, flex on the ground like you, show all my bands like you, I talk to my friends, I talk to my family, they don't understand like you, follow the plan like you, I need some fans like you, make them all stand like you, but I don't understand why I'm not like you. They say comparison is a thief of joy, but what I'm supposed to do, I'm unemployed, been dropping songs, ain't been making noise, trying to get like you and hope it fill a void. Look, don't nobody wanna be like me, no shawty, no team like me, insecure, unemployed, no tour, no story, no green, no peace like me, close to living on the streets like me, run away from your dream like me, mama, dad, miss, I got you living with your granny, ain't nobody unkeep like me, I mean unkept like me, credit low ballin' dead like me, don't nobody call and check on me, I see y'all ball, y'all flex on me, but cats on all y'all necks on me, why is all this stress on me, why I see the less of me, comparison no recipe. They say comparison is a thief of joy, but what I'm supposed to do, I'm unemployed, been dropping songs, ain't been making noise, trying to get like you and hope it fill a void. Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so down? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so down? Why do I feel so blue?